I knew I wanted to do something in healthcare. I've always been drawn towards the idea of helping people live healthier lives and kind of, be a part of that process. As I started to get interested, I started to work with dentists and kind of shadow some dentists, and just realized it kind of had the perfect mix for me. Dentists can be a scary place for a lot of people, and most people don't like going to the dentist, and it kind of makes them really nervous. But when you find a dentist you trust and that you can build that connection with, it's kind of a strong bond that I don't really see in other healthcare fields. People just love their dentist, and I just think that's such a cool relationship that you can have. And so that really drew me towards dentistry. I also really like that you get to work with your hands. You get to do some fine technical work that maybe some other healthcare fields aren't doing as much. So, dentistry just kind of has the whole package for me. Another driving factor in me becoming a dentist is my dad's a dentist, and he's worked as a dentist for almost 50 years at this point, near my hometown. And I actually did get a chance to work with him. He's done it the right way for a lot of years, so I've tried to take some of the lessons I've learned from his experience and bring them into my own practice. I ended up getting my chemistry degree from Whitworth University with an eye towards becoming a dentist. And then dental school started around July of 2020. I decided I wanted to go to the University of Washington School of Dentistry, and I got to take part in the RIDE program, which stands for Regional Initiatives in Dental Education. It's a dental program that kind of focuses dentists towards learning to work in rural or underserved communities, but it also has the added benefit of giving you some additional clinical experience that you wouldn't otherwise have. And so I really felt that prepared me to become the best dentist I could be right after I graduated. And so it really helped me put my best foot forward. I love to learn. That's one of the things I love about dentistry is there's always something new to learn. There's always a new technique you can try, a new instrument, a new material, something that can make the patient experience better. And so continuing education is really exciting to me because there's always something you can learn. For example, doing some continuing education to help bring digital dentistry into the practice has been a big driver for me because it makes the patient experience better. Rather than having the goopy impressions for crowns, we can just take a quick scan of your teeth, and it's a much nicer experience for the patient. And that's really something you don't learn in dental school. You have to learn it outside of dental school. And so being able to make those efforts to grow and become a better dentist, really with the goal of making the patient experience better is something that's really exciting to me. I would say the most rewarding aspect is those cases where you really feel like you're making a difference in someone's life. I had a patient come in recently who, he had fallen on hard times. His teeth were not in a great place. Mentally, he was not in a great place, and he just needed some work done. He works in the banking industry, and so it's important for him to have a smile that he was confident in. And after walking him through the process and starting and doing some of the procedures, we were able to get to where he felt comfortable smiling again. And he came back the next time for his checkup, and he was almost in tears with joy as to how much he was able to smile again. And that was a really cool feeling, to feel like I made an impact in someone's life. Not only to make them healthier, but also just to make them feel better about themselves, in a small way. And that's one of my favorite things about dentistry, is being able to have that impact.